Here I come, 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 here I come! With a story. It's your crazy Uncle Tommy. Hi everybody, it's me, your crazy Uncle Tommy. Pull up a chair or a blanket and listen. Once upon a time, there was a boy that worried about everything. When he went to bed each night, he worried that he might never get up. When he woke up in the morning, he worried that he might never sleep again. When he went to the doctor's every morning, he worried what the doctor might tell him. And when the doctor told him nothing was wrong and sent him on his way, he worried that the doctor might be lying. He worried about bullies at school. He worried about the girl who looked his way on the bus. He worried, and the only thing he did in his life besides worrying was worry some more. He actually worried so much, that's all he was able to do. So much of his life went by. So much of his life was wasted. So much on wasteful worry. When he was 5, he worried if he'd ever live till 6. When he was 6, he worried about turning 7. When he was 12, he worried about becoming a teenager. And once he became a teenager, he worried about what that might mean and that he might not be properly prepared for it. The boy read a lot of books. But mostly, he read warnings. He listened to a lot of experts, but mostly, he enjoyed listening to others that liked to worry too. That's pretty much how his life was, until 2/3 a year before his 16th birthday. For unknown to the boy, who only seemed to worry, he was assigned a fairy godfather by the name of UgGuh. And as the name might suggest, UgGuh was not your typical fairy godfather. Not that any fairy godfather is typical, but UgGuh was untypical for even the most untypical. He was by far the biggest, the scariest, and the most unorthodox fairy godfather of all fairy godfathers. He was a troll among goats, a wolf among pigs, and an ogre among little princesses with big complexes. When the boy, now a young, worried-filled man, saw UgGuh, his newly assigned fairy godfather, he ran, screaming like the biggest scaredy cat in the world. "Help me! Help me! Help! Help! Help!" But UgGuh just grinned and blinked his eyes, and once again he appeared in front of the boy, and once again the boy screamed and ran off. "Help me! Help me! Help! Help! Help!" And once again, UgGuh blinked his eyes and appeared in front of the boy again.
"It is no use running away. Fear is nothing but a feeling. I'm with you if you run or if you stay. I have a knack for just appearing."
UgGuh, the most uncommon of uncommon sights, then roared his loudest roar. And flashed the most wicked toothy grin, as behind him appeared an army of demons. An army of demons with pitchforks for hand and silver-colored scissors for smiles, smoking toasters for ears, and rusty trumpets for horns. Their noses were like pig snouts, and their skin was made out of the slimy scales of swamp snakes. But the two most frightening things about them were the crocodiles they had for feet. Giant, angry crocodiles that would snap their tremendous jaws down with every step, and the poison ivy they wore for pants. Nothing could be scarier than UgGuh and his army of demons. Nothing in the world or in the universe.
If you want to worry or fear, now is a good time. If you'd rather us disappear, listen to this rhyme. If you smile once in a while, you might not meet their feet of crocodile. Thoughts are only thoughts. Feelings are only feelings. Choose which you want, which one you find more appealing.
The choice was the boy's. He could worry about being eaten by UgGuh, and his scary army, or he could just smile, to not give another thought to worry, and start enjoying his life. It was then, on the 121st day of his 15th year of life, that he smiled. It didn't come easy at first, as those muscles had never been used, but once his lips and the corners of his mouth started turning upward, and his teeth saw the light of day, his eyes, they sparkled for the very first time in his life. As the demon army began to smile along with him, they waved as they faded away, for they knew they were no longer needed. UgGuh, too, also began to fade, but not before he warned the boy.
Worry, and we will return, I say, most defiantly. For now we will adjourn, but next time we may not go so silently.
So let that be a lesson to you too. When you're worrying about something that really isn't worth a second thought, remember that UgGuh, the fairy godfather, and his army of demons, with smoking toasters for ears, silver scissored lips, crocodile feet, and poison ivy pants, might just pay you a visit. And that's where the saying, "Smile, crocodile, or I'll be back in a while," came from, which was later shortened to, "See you in a while, crocodile," and then, later, even further shortened to, "Later, alligator," which, of course, lost all of its original meaning.